Hello, and welcome to another episode of Movie Spoiler Alerts. Today we're talking about the 2015 film, The Martian, so let's get started. The film takes place in the year 2035, with the Ares 3 crew exploring the surface of Mars. A dust storm forces them to evacuate the planet and return to the orbiting vessel, Hermes. However, during the evacuation, astronaut and botanist Mark Watney is struck by some debris and lost in the storm, and is presumed dead. The rest of the crew leaves the planet, unable to search for Watney. Watney awakens after the storm due to a low oxygen warning, and is able to make his way back to the base. His suit was damaged in the storm, which caused his life support readings to show him as dead. Watney realizes that he is now alone, and will have to wait 4 years for the next NASA crew to come and find him. He also realizes that the Hermes team has no idea that he is alive. Watney does some calculations and realizes that he only has enough food to last him 309 days, primarily with a diet based on potatoes, and needs to find a way to make more food in order to survive. Watney uses his skills as a botanist to find a way to make a hospitable environment for the crops inside of the base, utilizing a variety of devices and clever tools. Back on Earth, after reviewing satellite photos, NASA realizes that Watney has survived. NASA, however, decides initially to not inform Watney's crew aboard the Hermes, as they still believe that Watney died on Mars, and finding out that they left him would make it so the crew is unable to complete their mission. Watney finds a way using the Pathfinder probe, which has been silent since 1997, to communicate with NASA through a very rudimentary system. Eventually, Watney, through the help of NASA, is able to set up a sort of email system which he can more efficiently communicate with NASA. Watney finds out that the crew is unaware of his survival and is furious. Then NASA decides to inform the Hermes crew, and they are shocked by what they find out. NASA works quickly to build a rocket with enough food to supplement Watney until the next Mars landing, but in their haste, the ship is improperly built, and the ship explodes after takeoff. The story of Watney being trapped on Mars has now become a global affair. The China National Space Administration offers to help NASA, giving them technology for a classified booster rocket. Through a series of events, the crew aboard the Hermes decides instead of landing back on Earth, they will use the Chinese booster to resupply the Hermes, and the crew heads back to Mars, which should be an 18-month journey. The Hermes crew plans to travel close to Mars, and Watney will use a short-range vessel, known as the MAV, to travel off of Mars' surface in order to rendezvous with the Hermes. Watney does some serious modifications to the MAV, pretty much stripping it down to the bare bones, in order to reduce its mass to help him travel further into space. The Hermes crew remotely controls the MAV, as the extreme G-forces knock Watney unconscious as he leaves the atmosphere. When Watney awakes, he uses a nitrogen gas-propelled pack to push himself away from the MAV, but still is too far away from the Hermes. He then pierces his glove of his pressure suit and uses the escaping air to thrust him closer to the Hermes. The crew intercepts him, and as NASA and the whole world listen, they rejoice upon hearing that he is safe. The film ends showing the crew several years later in their new lives, with Watney returning to be a survival instructor, training new astronaut candidates. So that was the spoilers for The Martian. If you have another film you'd like to see me spoil, please let me know in the comments below. Check out movie spoiler alerts on our various forms of social media, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.